Hello and welcome to a watch along. This is the hype regarding Squid Game. So without further ado, let's get this started. So I heard a lot about the hype, so I just wanted to check it out for myself, see what the fuss is all about. So I'm going to be watching with the original language, so not the dubbed version with English subtitles. Starts off episode with in black and white with some kids playing some child games. So the narrator is explaining the rules of the game. The boy is tearing at his vest now. It looks like it's ripping in all sorts of places. The kid in a white vest screams as he and his team wins this game. So I'm guessing they're going to lose a lot of clothing playing this game. Seems pretty rough. Okay, cuts into the title. Episode 1, red light, green light. Sounds interesting. Seems like the gentleman and his mom is living together. They're struggling to pay off loans. He's screaming at her now. He's just concerned that she's working too much and she doesn't make that much money. What is he up to? Oh, he's looking for a stash of money, I guess. The hidden tin. Oh no, he's found her bank card. This is not good. So he's trying to figure out the PIN code for the bank card. Seems like she's changed it or he's forgotten. So he's trying various birthday combinations right now. his friend is with him, and they're getting agitated to try and figure out this number now. So he's had 2 attempts now, so one more attempt it's going to get blocked, so he's trying to figure out what to do. (0608) he tries, and it's successful. He starts cheering. They ask if it's his birthday, but he said no, it's the granddaughter's. So she cares more about the granddaughter than her own son. So the next scene, so he's managed to get some money, and they're at the racetrack. So he's taking the money to go gambling. He's screaming at the horse he's willing that horse on, and he wins. No, he does not. So he has, I think he has his final bet coming up. So he's deciding what to bet on now. He's getting very agitated with the people behind him queuing up. He seems very desperate. Makes up his mind. And he goes for, and he makes his choice. Again, he's screaming at to will his horse on. He's shouting faster and faster. Now he wins. So with his final bet, I'm guessing with his last remaining cash that he had, he has now come in, and he's bet with the daughter's birthday, and he's won 4.5 million won, and he tips the lady at a betting desk. I'm guessing with the conversion, I don't think it's that much. So he's calling his daughter now. I think he's super happy that he won some money, and they can really go out to eat. And he's suggesting fried chicken, but I'm guessing this is a national dish that they go for. So he's super excited about seeing his daughter. There's people looking for him now. I'm guessing there are some kind of loan sharks, because they're now chasing after him. It's a lady that trips him while getting away. He's now cornered in the bathrooms. He has nowhere to go now. I'm guessing he's just going to lose all his money now. Tells him he's been saving up. He's going to pay it back. They ask him how much he has. He reaches for his pocket, but the money's not there. He realizes that he may have been pickpocketed by the lady that he bumped into. earlier. They start to punch him. His nose starts to bleed. They still not really letting him go. He said he explains he has the cash, but nobody can see his cash. Now they get some kind of a knife or some kind of a pick, and they put it up against his nose. So this looks terrible. I don't know if they're going to show this, but it's really far up his nose. It's okay. He starts crying. They bring a clipboard for him, tell him to wipe off his tears and sign to pay it off, otherwise they're going to take his kidneys. Okay, so this is doesn't sound like a good deal for him, but I don't think he has too much choice. To punch him again in the nose. Okay, so he uses his blood from his nosebleed to a thumbprint onto the contract to pay back within next month, otherwise he loses a kidney. So he has one last request to borrow 10,000 won. Oh, so now he goes back. Oh, he's going to ask the lady that he tipped earlier to ask back the 10,000 won. So he's at this those toy grabbing machines to try and I'm guessing he's trying to grab a toy for his daughter's birthday. He's not getting too much luck. They're all so close. He screams. There's a little boy approaching him now. Tells him to pick out a prize. The little boy's going to help him out. So the little boy is now taking control of the machine. And lo and behold, he gets it. They both cheer. We don't know what it is. It's in a package that is so boxed up, so it's not a soft toy. So I'm guessing this is going to be significant. Okay, now he's having dinner with his daughter. He's afraid to show his face because he's been beaten up. He just tells his daughter that it was a mosquito bite. Oh, so sad. He said it's okay to fight, but don't get beat up too badly. Oh, the stepdad has taken her to a steakhouse earlier, so she's not really that hungry. So they were just eating some sausage. But she much prefers it because it's kind of junk food and she's not allowed to have it at home. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so now he gives the present. Unboxing. Oh, okay, so this is a bit weird. It's a gun. So I think it's a plastic toy gun. It must be a plastic toy gun. So this is a bit awkward. So she looks at it with some puzzlement. She tries to fire the gun, and it's a lighter, but it doesn't make any better, I guess. She laughs, but it's a bit awkward. Yeah, he takes the gun back just to not to put her in any kind of trouble, I guess. Okay, he promises next year he will get a better present. She wanted to ask him something, but then she couldn't have the courage to ask him or tell him something. So he's carrying her home now. I think the evening's ended. They went out to eat. Oh, the mum's waiting. She's angry that she's doesn't have enough clothing on. It's cold, and she's sleepy. He tries to wave. Okay, she turns round with a half wave. Just okay. Next scene, he misses the train or the subway. So now he's sitting and waiting for the next one. All dejected. There's a gentleman with a briefcase approaching him. Tries to make contact. Okay. Says, I don't believe in Jesus. He's trying to sell him something. He pulls out his gun. So it's like, yeah, please don't talk to me. I'm having a bit of a bad day. And then yeah. So to preach to somebody, to another guy, don't preach to me. He asks him to play a game with him. So I'm guessing this is all trying to rope him into a game, a deadly game of some kind. It shows a briefcase with a lot of money in there, with two envelopes, a red and a blue envelope. So he asks him to play a game with him. Each time he wins, he gives 10,000. $100,000. Sorry, 100,000. Gives 100,000 each time. Said he's had a bad day. Said if it's a scam, I'm going to kill you. Well, I don't think he has too much to lose, to be honest. So he's asking to choose on a colour now. Not too sure if that's significant. So this is a game where they try to throw this red or blue square over each other to try and flip it over. So he's lost the first round, but he doesn't have any money to pay it off, I guess. He said, how about to use your body to pay? So he slaps him in the face. He said it will take 100 grand per slap. It's just one more round. Still nothing. Again, he loses. Another round. Gets another slap in the face. Again he goes and he's on 6. Again he tries. So he gets a couple of more slaps into the face. His face is all now red. But he keeps on playing, and give him credit, he just keeps on playing. So he starts to kiss the card, and then he flips it, and it's in slow motion. He gets his first flip after multiple attempts, and he's jumping with joy. He's wild in his celebrations. Man in the suit claps. He goes, okay, now is it my turn to give him a slap back? But then he says, what you doing? Ah, okay, so he's going to pay him the cash. So he doesn't want the slap. He's paying him by money, but he's delivering the slaps. It's an interesting game. So he's kind of shocked that he's getting money. So he was really ready to re-deliver that slap back to him. So he's counting all the money he's won. So it's fast forward to a little time after, and he's trying to tell him more game ideas. So he knows details about his age, his name, where he worked, the history, and how he signed away his life. He's divorced, has a daughter of 10, and he owes money to loan sharks, owes money to the bank. So this gentleman knows a bit about his history. So something's not quite right here. He's been asked to participate in a game. I'm guessing there's going to be some huge financial reward, but then his life is at stake, I guess. I think there's a number on the card. I think that's a telephone number. And the guy leaves on the train. So now he has to decide, I guess. He's looking at the money one more time to see if it's real. So it feels all happy again. So he's at the market, all laughing. It's interesting what a little bit of money does to people, right? So the lady asked him if he gambled again. He said, no, don't look at him. This time it's legit. He earned it. Yeah, but so what's happened to your face? You got beat up. She's asking about his friend, Sang Woo, but he's travelling. Just buy some fish. Tells the lady to keep the change. So he's given 10,000, but the lady says it was 12,000 won. So actually, she was shortchanged. So he sees a stray cat on the street, and he's given some of the fish that he's just bought for the cat, for the stray cat. Still counting his money, and he's giving it to his mum, but his mum seems to be reluctant to take it. Again, she asked if you've been gambling, and he says, "Oh, of course not." Then what happened to your face? She wants an answer. Saying that your money's stolen, I didn't steal anything, earned it all. Earned it with his hands and face tonight. But she don't buy into it. She's asking if he bought dinner for the daughter, the fried chicken. He said no, just some dinner. Okay, so this is interesting. The daughter is moving to the US next year. That's why she didn't give the pinky promise. So the whole family is moving away. Suddenly he's lost his appetite a little bit, but he tries to eat anyway. I don't know how he could eat like that. I'm guessing it must be good, whatever he's eating, that fish. Now he finds it hard to chew. So he needs to show he has some kind of financial support, because then he can have a chance at custody, right? But he doesn't have any stable job, and if she moves to the US, and he will never see her again, and they both start to kind of tear up a little bit and be just generally be sad. She's asking what he's going to do about this, and he doesn't really have an answer. I'm guessing to play the game, Squid Game. He's looking at pictures on the phone. Now reality starts to sink in. It's getting really uncomfortable now. So he's looking at the card again, this card, and he's thinking about dialing this number. Yeah. He dialed the number, asking if you want to participate. They say, please state your name and birth date. There's a car pulling up. This guy in some kind of costume, red suit. They're asking for a password. He says red light, green light. They open the door to let him in. There's somebody in there, but seemingly asleep. There's 3 or 4 persons in there. They're asleep. Where's the game venue? Some smoke comes into the inside of the car. I'm guessing it's some... Yep, he's out. He's put to sleep. So you'd be a little bit concerned to walk into a car with the guy's wearing a gas mask and 3 persons are already out. To just kind of walk in without asking some questions, right? He wakes up, some classical music playing. It's some kind of prison or... There's a lot of beds, everybody's in the same colour tracksuits. No, some kind of a warehouse. All the beds are lined up. He has the number 456 on his jacket. There's a lot of people in the red suits monitoring the situation. Playing the music in the background. There's another gentleman that is in, but with a black mask. I'm guessing he's kind of running the show here. They all start to get up from the bunk beds. There's an old man sitting, counting something. I don't know why. Oh, he's counting the number of people in there, I think. So, but he's lost his count. Oh, 456. So there's, I'm guessing that's the number of people in there. The old man has 001. So they're just having a discussion about food. The old man coughs. He said he doesn't have much time left now. Doctor said, I say he has some kind of a brain tumour going. Brain tumour, yeah. There's a fight brewing. Gentleman with a tattoo on his face and neck. Some kind of a snake tattoo. So it looks like the lady from the... where they bumped into her earlier. Could be the thief of at the racetrack. The guy's beating up the lady now. So many things wrong with this. So the rest of them are just watching. 456 coming to help. Okay, so he recognizes that she was the pickpocket. So he stands up to the bully, regardless. So his name's Jian. It's just... Okay, so he's trying to get the money back from the lady, so that's why he's stopping this fight between them. He says, what's your problem with the girl? He said, he's calling for help. He's trying to hit me, this thug. So there's a line of people in the red suits. So they look like some kind of enforcers of the game, I guess. It's a welcome message, heartfelt welcome. Everyone will participate, 6 different games over 6 days, win some cash prize. Yeah, there's a few people questioning why should we do this? Okay, so they were just worried about their belongings. He says, no, we're going to return it. He says, why are you wearing masks? So we want to protect the information of our staff. Oh, okay, to ensure games are fair and there's confidentiality. I don't believe you one bit. You tricked us. We were kidnapped. Well, that was partially true, right? If you have to gas somebody to get them into a warehouse, yes, that's kidnapping. They show a video of how the gentleman who made the complaint just kind of participated by himself, and they're showing all the games where they played the red and blue envelopes. So they were obviously being recorded playing the game, and to ultimately make that choice, to make that telephone call to join this game. All of them have debts, so I'm guessing they all have a reason to participate in the game to kind of win some money and to change their life, I guess. Okay, so we say in this game you participate in your own free will. You have one last chance to choose. You can go back to your old depressing lives, getting chased by creditors, or you can have seize one last opportunity. So they don't want to disclose any information of the games. Okay, so they're asking how much money. So there's accumulation of prize money after each game. So they will disclose the amount after the first game has been played. So he's still offering one last chance for people to walk away. Each of them was signing some kind of contract. Read it first. Oh, it's a player consent. The player's not allowed to stop playing If he refuses to play, eliminated. Terminated if the majority agrees. So there's kind of 3 rules. This is the old man signing. So most people are signing. So 456, Jihan is also signing. So now they're preparing for the first game, making their way to the game hall. So they're in this kind of maze type room with pink staircases. Then you have to look into the camera. Some face recognition camera. 456 smiles, and then it's recorded into a big game screen. In the control center. All of them are making the way now. In an orderly queue. Surprisingly, it's nice and calm. I mean, I don't think I would be nice and calm here, walking like this. But people are not pushing and shoving. They're just walking slowly and calmly in line. So they enter some kind of an arena. It's covered in sand. There's some sky background. Oh, he recognises his old friend, Sang-woo. So Jihan is walking and said, I just talked to your mother the other day. I thought you were on a business trip. Says you can't possibly be in debt. We'll talk about it later, he says. So the game controller, guy in a black mask, is now picking up a telephone call. Oh, he's called the front man. So he's reporting to another boss. So I'm guessing he's just a middleman himself. Sits down on a leather couch. The door closes. The old man smiles. So this is red light, green light. There's a doll type figure. When it shouts red light, if your movement is detected afterwards, you will be eliminated. So this is some kind of a kids game over there, I guess. Red light, green light. So you're only allowed to move if it's green. Sounds simple enough. So you need to cross the line within 5 minutes. So there is a time limit on this one. So they all start running. So the guy who made some headway has suddenly been shot because he was a little bit unstable and he wasn't able to keep still. So that's put a bit of a perspective on the game. So now the person in second is not running as fast. So he's been shot, I guess, in the head because he's puking up some blood there. So 250 is trying to run now, but he's also been shot. She starts to scream, and then also that triggers a lot of the others to start running now, which is not a good idea because it's, I guess it's motion detected. So a few of them have been shot now. I'm beginning to lose count. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They try to open a door, but the doors are locked. The gun keeps firing. There's a whole lot of them disappearing now. The front man pours himself some whiskey. You're allowed to move forward when it's green light. When it says red light, you will be eliminated if you are moving. So the game continues, and with a lot less people now. Nobody's moving apart from the old man who's just making some nice headway. So most of them start to move now. Oops. There's a few of them have lost balance. A lot of them are shaking, so they can't move. Okay, so some strategy to walk behind somebody else, which seems like a good idea actually. Unless the cameras are from behind as well. There's 2 minutes left on the clock. So now they pick up the pace to try and run this, but so the gun has just picked off another 4 persons. So the pickpocket is running behind a tattoo guy. So she pulls his hair and pulls him back. But there's nothing he can do about it. I mean, if he kind of reacts, he's dead. There's somebody holding on to 456 Jihan's leg. She said doesn't want to die. She says, help him. Please help me. There's 1 minute left. Some jazz music playing now. Fly Me to the Moon. So the 1 minute countdown is beginning. The slow motion running. So I'm guessing a good number of these are going to make it now. The old man's still going strong. So there's a few more getting picked off. A few of them have crossed the line now. The old man crosses the line. The smile on his face. 20 seconds left. A few of them dives across the line. 456 Jihan is close to the line. He's about to fall, but he's been picked up, held by somebody. So he was saved by 199. I think for sure he would have been killed there. So the two of them dive with 1 second to go, and they make it. Dramatic. So the rest of them who didn't make the time been picked off. That's another 20 of them gone. Brutal, brutal game. The roof starts to close. The camera backs up. They're in some kind of an island. Credits roll. God, okay, so now I can see a little bit of the hype around the show. It's quite dramatic. Started off pretty slow, but I think it was just to build some of the story backline. But I'm guessing there's going to be 6 or 7 main characters here. Storylines did develop, and I'm guessing the games are going to get more aggressive as it progresses. No, but it's interesting first episode. I'm going to watch all the episodes, watch along. So there's another 8 episodes to go. But I'm quite impressed with the first episode actually. So it's normally you can tell if a show is going to be good or not with the first couple of episodes. But for this one, I think I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to watch the rest of the episodes. So thank you for watching, and catch you in the next one. Thanks.